You know, this is kind of crazy. Today's my first day of school. That is so weird. After this school year, I will be graduated with a bachelor's of computer science, which is really cool. It's weird to think of. I don't know. I knew I would get here eventually, but now that I'm here, it's kind of a weird feeling. I don't know. Yeah, I need a new starter, big time. But you know what I also need? Gas. So we're in the parking lot now. Let me go ahead and turn off my car. We're in the parking lot now, and I'm not sure how much I can show of the actual school building itself. I'll try to get some shots, but you know what's ridiculous? I pay for tuition, I pay for books, I pay for course and lab fees, I pay for transportation, and a whole bunch of other stuff that I don't actually use, and on top of all that, I still gotta pay for parking. That's absolutely ridiculous. I hate heights. And this is where I'll be spending my last year of college. Well, that was a lot shorter than I expected. So I have 3 classes this quarter, just like normal. But I have one class that's just an hour. But then I have 2 classes that are both like 2.5 hours. One is Monday, Wednesday. One is Tuesday, Thursday. And I was expecting to have to stay here till like 4:30 today. But it's like, what, 3:15? And I'm already out, which is pretty sweet. It was the first day, so we didn't do very much, to be completely honest. We just kind of paired up and we're gonna be working on our senior projects, which is gonna be pretty intense. It's a 2-quarter ordeal, which I've never done a class before that's 2 quarters. Then again, I think the senior project / capstone / thesis is the only class that is 2 quarters in a row. Either way, I'm really excited and I can't wait to get started. It's gonna be pretty sweet. But now I just really want to go home. You know, I've never had classes go this late before. So this is gonna be new, having to deal with traffic on the way home every single day. Oh well. Well, I'll be honest, that was a pretty good first day. I like my teachers, I like the classes. Still have one class that I haven't gone to yet because it's only Tuesdays and Thursdays, and today's a Wednesday. But I like them so far. But to be honest with you guys, I'm pretty sure I have a pretty bad case of imposter syndrome. So what do I mean by imposter syndrome? Well, this is my final year of my degree. I'm studying computer science, programming, and all that, right? And I can't help but feel really out of place where I'm at because almost everyone around me, you know, lives and breathes computers and programming and software and video games and development and all that stuff, and that's fine. That's totally cool. But I live and breathe cars, and you know, I act differently than the rest of the guys. I talk differently. I even dress differently than 90% of the people in there. And I don't know. I can't help but feel a little inadequate just because I don't spend as much time in my own personal time, you know, researching stuff like this, and I get decent grades. I do pretty good. You know, I actually have a cybersecurity internship right now that I'm going to hold through the school year until I graduate, which is really, really sweet. And I just can't help but feel really kind of out of place in it. And some days are harder than others, but you know, I just have to move forward and realize that just because I'm different from other people doesn't mean that I'm any less useful, I guess. Another thing is that I talked about this in the previous video, but I actually have an IBD now. So I got diagnosed with Crohn's disease earlier this year, like towards May, but I didn't know about it till like June or so. But I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's an autoimmune disorder. It's an inflammatory bowel disease. Essentially my immune system gets a little overzealous and decides to attack my digestive system. Now, luckily for me, it's so far it's only focused on the small intestine. But I actually did have to get hospitalized for it before we knew that I had this because I had a blockage. I had some severe inflammation. It was causing some problems. They were afraid they were going to have to cut me open, which they didn't, thankfully. But So yeah, I've been dealing with that for a while. Tons of, you know, appointments, and I actually have an appointment tomorrow with my GI doctor about just a follow up, and we're still not totally sure where the inflammation's at. I had an MRI about a month ago, and it was still moderate inflammation. So I'm hoping we don't have to have another colonoscopy to find out where I'm at, but that might just be what has to happen. I don't know. I'll find out tomorrow. So I guess we'll fast forward a little bit. It is now Thursday morning. It is about 8:05 a.m. We're about to head out to the doctor's office to figure out if I need to have another colonoscopy, which I'm not looking forward to. My stomach hasn't been doing the greatest, so it's probably a very possibility, which sucks. But 23, I'm gonna have another colonoscopy and I'm only 23. I don't understand this. The first one I had was when I was 22. So, I mean, oh well, stressful. No, I don't drive an X6M. That's my dad's car. He just bought it, actually, which is pretty cool, And I missed the startup for you guys, and I apologize, but it's a much cooler startup than my car. So I have a confession to make. I'm not the strat man. I can't record and drive at the same time, mostly because I'm recording with my phone. So I guess we're just going to skip ahead until we're at the doctor's office. Always got to cruise to some good tunes. So we're here now, parked in the back as always. Wish me luck, guys. Oh yeah. So just got out of the doctor's office. Things are actually doing pretty good. Haven't had too many issues. I think it's kind of windy, sorry about that. But here, I'll get in the car so it's not so windy. So first of all, today's just perfect. I love dark, cloudy days. I don't know, maybe it's because I grew up in Georgia. But, so I'm in what's called clinical remission, I think is what my doctor said. And so we're gonna have some blood tests in, you know, a few months. And then in 6 months is when I'm gonna have my next colonoscopy, which will be interesting. But further out than I thought it was gonna be. It's probably because I just started my medication, my main stuff. She wants to see how that goes and then do some tests. So yeah, no colonoscopy yet, which is pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I'm glad to not have to do that, you know, anytime soon. Although 6 months is gonna pass a lot quicker than I think it's going to. So, oh well. I mean, I can't complain. You know, things are going pretty well. And yeah, this is a good first week of school. I still got a couple more classes to do today, and yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next week.